Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Star Wars: The Old Republic Smuggler. And in the last episode, we landed on Belsavis, and now, instead of Threll and our Imperial Agent playthrough trying to continue to keep chaos flowing through this prison planet that's apparently in a whole riot, we are trying to stop the chaos. So we have some areas that we need to go ahead and deal with. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, we made the call that we're going to wait until level 52 before upgrading any of our gear. And we are just about to hit 52 like any moment now. But it's okay. First thing we're going to do is take care of the most wanted mission and go to Amikab's cell. I'm sensing kind of a Silence of the Lambs situation with like a prisoner. He's a Bith.
I need to find a way into cell block 923A.
And I went and told Jarvie he was seeing things. The captain wouldn't be here, I says, not after besting Nock Drayen. But here you are. Name's Amikab. If you just got nicked, you came to the right Bith. I can get you to block 923 for a price.
I'm on the guard side this time. What kind of perks are you looking for?
Oh, what we just do? Only one thing anyone's looking for. The way off. You get me that, and I'll get you to the back door to every half-credit gang hideout. The Scourge is the gang that took Block 923. Puffed up sons of Hutts. They've rerouted the cell's generators to shield themselves. Call the place their fortress.
What kind of surprises can I expect if we go head-to-head?
Yeah, just like every pack of fools who think an open door and some scavenge blasters makes them the next Mandalore. You want in without making friends. First you gotta shut down their generators. There should be men guarding them, but nothing like what you'll be facing once you get inside.
Anything else about this place I should know?
They say the Void Wolf's behind the strike. He's looking to build us into an army. Me, I think he couldn't give a Kretch backside what happens to us. Let me see your data pad. I'll give you the generator site. They don't give us access to anything with transmission capability. He probably just transmitted something. Once you get in, look for the stockpile. The Scourge stash their weapons up front. You reach them before they do, and you're set. Now, keep in mind who helped you. Anything else you need? I'm the man in the know. Yay! We have a Bith contact friend. Now, we also have some mail that we need to go ahead and read. So, Alelia, greetings from Bespin. Those Tabana gas miners never knew what hit them. We raided a dozen mining ships and knocked over a refinery. I've only had one case of mutiny. That man took a permanent vacation to Bespin's core. I could get used to being a pirate queen. This was a good shakedown cruise, but our next target needs to be more high profile. Maybe we'll hit one of those fat cat luxury liners. The security on them is tight, but the payoff would be worth it. Wish me luck, Alila. P.S. Trick says hello. I think he's having fun. Aw, that was that baby that the baby, Platonin, I think his name was. Interesting name. Okay. So it gives us a few credits. Nothing too extravagant, but... And looks like we got tons of quests down here, so... Sorry if my hair is more in a state than usual. I just woke up from a nap. I know it's rarely ever a shining example of order, but I think we should be in good shape. Now, remember, we are in the minimum security zone of the prison, and I don't know if that's going to be the smartest thing. Let's go ahead and head over here. Now, we are going to be randomly attacked by things. And I play Tor to get away from World of Warcraft for a little bit, and I end up having to take on the Scourge. Small world. The Scourge, if you don't know, is like one of the major threats in World of Warcraft, at least during the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. And in the RTS. Hey, Kath. Welcome. Good to see you. We got a throat slitter. Nice. Oh, it goes okay. Just starting our adventures here on Belsavis. Need to turn off some generators to be able to get into the inner sanctum of the Scourge and not Icecrown Citadel. For the WoW inclined. And then we also need to retrieve motivator coils for the droids. And as usual, as long as we don't have to go to a droid factory, we'll be in good shape. How about yourself? Okay, there's the next generator. Now, we are level 46 for all intents and purposes. We have been scaled down. That was a weird question to ask. Gearing up for some more bad weather. I was hearing about that. That is no bueno. Scourge Manslayer. Oh dear. Well, I had preferred a little bit of room to maneuver around this guy, but since he's not really going to give us an option. Have the cat scratch. Do a flyover. And, oh crap, I did not mean to do that. I think I may have overridden one of our abilities here. I should lock that down. What was it? I think it was a gunslinger ability. Aim shot, which we have. Below the belt, we have. Crack shots, passive. Flourish shot. There we are. How long are you expecting the bad weather for? Or is there no telling, no end in sight? Gonna start late tonight, then probably at least a couple of days, starting with snow, then freezing rain on top. Ugh. Can't stand the freezing rain. Well, I hope it doesn't last long. Man, that ability is just really lackluster. It might lead to an impromptu day off. Well, that's gotta take the good with the bad. And I see you there, Scourge Leader. He snuck up on us. And we do not have a whole lot of energy reserve left. That sucks. There you go. Which means we need a little bit more oomph in our weaponry. Now, loot the weapon cache. Which is, yeah, cell block 923. Let's go ahead and use the control panel to restore some power first. Hey, Glass Onion! Hello and good evening from New Mexico. Oh, the homeland. How are things over there? I miss New Mexico so much. Okay, we got Varactals, Killers and Rioters.
Can you breathe?
Rude. Killers and Rioters. Yeah, even our... We may need to take a pause and get our gear upgraded. As soon as we're... Maybe before we head on to the next area. Windy, but in a good way. The clouds are awesome. Whereabouts in New Mexico? If you don't mind me asking. Bogwing Break. I forgot how congested this area was with like terrain issues. Now we should be good, right? Or is it in this fenced off area? Oh, an old friend from theater, okay. Mystery. Oh, hey, Heather. I was curious. I was just like, all right, Caleb. I was like, Caleb's in Austin. I was just running. I was running the ledger down. How you doing? Good to hear from you. It's been many, many moons.
I heal you with Jedi power.
There's 52. That's what we needed. And actually, that level up may give us the offensive oomph that we need. Let's see. Let's hope that we don't get dismounted. We're probably going to get dismounted, though. Back it up. Busy. busy, busy, busy. She's like,
That should do it. Throw the switch and cross your fingers.
Grawl here. It looks like that did it. The security fields just went up. Not a moment too soon. Even better, that boost jump-started the station's internal generators. We're rerouting power to them now.
That means the prisoners won't be able to knock out the fields again, right?
For the time being. You did good. And thank you for looking after Kelsa. She's only a junior corrections officer. I'd hate to see anything happen to her. On that note, I just received intel from Republic Command that those condemned lunatics have already responded to our shield restoration. They just hit another armory. This one's unique, though. It's stocked with all kinds of prototype weaponry, including our new Magnetar rifles.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years. I've just been busy. If I'm not streaming, I'm working or trying to keep my house in order, and just it all kind of adds up after a while. I'm glad you're doing well, though.
A Magna... what's it?
I'm not surprised you haven't heard of them. Few have. The Magnetar rifles were specifically designed to disrupt energy shields. The technology's experimental, but effective. Our security fields won't last against one of those things. A single shot takes a while to load up, but it could punch right through our defenses.
So it's Mega Man's arm cannon.
Why would you even carry that kind of weaponry?
I kept a few on hand after some prisoners got loose and barricaded themselves in their cells. Never thought they might be used against us. I need you to get to that armory and secure those weapons. Those maniacs escape with even one rifle. It's over for us. Try not to kill anyone if you can. There's been enough death already.
I'll be the judge of that.
Bring the rifles back to the station once you've retrieved them. We're all out.
Why wouldn't you carry that kind of
Here,
weaponry?
These stun grenades should take the fight out of them.
Yeah, loss and growth for sure. Heather, for sure. I forgot how Indiana Jones said it in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's become more prevalent as I've gotten older. It's not the journey, it's the miles. Or the mileage or something like that. When on the boat when Marion realizes how beat up he is. I've been steering more time aside for gaming and found the channel. Oh, awesome. What are you playing? Or are these the rifles? Can I get to use said rifle? Because that would be awesome. Evening, Raven. Good to see ya. How you doing tonight? So just to catch everyone up who has jumped on, we are on Belsavis. We're in the minimum security wing right now. That will quickly change. But we are currently trying to grab weapons that some inmates have picked up. These are the condemned that we're taking on, and after that we'll be heading to cell block 923 to take on the Scourge. I'm doing good, Raven. Not too shabby. Final Fantasy 15 and Minecraft with your son. Awesome. That's great. I did a Minecraft series on YouTube a few years back. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I haven't got a chance to play Final Fantasy 15, but multiple people, including Crag there in the chat, has told me that I need to start playing it. Yep, see? There you go. Hey, Ani. Welcome. Good to see the chat filled today. Thank you for that lurk, Kath. Alright, we need 2 more rifles, and then we need to incapacitate prisoners. I've been shooting them instead of throwing grenades at them.
Can you breathe?
There we go. I've heard a lot of good things about the new Resident Evil remake. I was more of a Silent Hill fan growing up, though. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the zombie genre, but I know that Resident Evil has kind of gone beyond the zombie genre. I've considered... I have the remake, the original, the Resident Evil remake from a few years ago. I have it on my PlayStation Plus that I could go ahead and just load up on my PS4. I've considered playing it. But, the Dino Crisis. Finally got a free moment at work. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, Ani. I appreciate that. Is work a little bit better than it was last time we talked? Less murderous, at least on your part? How about some Turok Dinosaur Hunter? Alright, Raven, thank you very much for that lurk. We'll see you here soon. Evan loves Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill is such a good... I like supernatural horror where it's not a trope. You know what I mean? Where it's not kind of easily explained. That's like right in my wheelhouse. I played a long time. I don't even remember the game, to tell you the truth. Silent Hill 1 and 2. And I watched another friend of mine play Silent Hill 3. And really enjoyed the movie when it came out. Nope, found out some stuff that someone I've been trying to help a lot has been lying about my brother and I, so safe to say, ready to beat the hell out of her. Did I ever play Fatal Frame? No, but I watched it played. I'm really particular about horror games, hence the reason I like Call of Cthulhu and stuff is I'm very picky. Okay, so now we need to grab droid motivators, which we have completely negated on. Those are for the Mandalorian turrets. And then we'll head to the cell block. Also want to remind everyone... I'll wait till Kath and Raven get back. But I've got to remind everyone about the stream tomorrow. And all the goodness that may come of it. Never really considered Call of Cthulhu scary horror, more of dark sci-fi. Did you ever play PT? No, I wasn't able to get PT. I was really excited about it once I found out what it was. Cuz not only am I'm a huge fan of Kojima. I'm a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro. I think he does some amazing films. And I like, I completely spaced the name of the actor who was on Walking Dead and Boondock Saints and Blade 2. But, yeah, I thought that was going to be an amazing game, but... Hartfield, so returning back to this log into the site and only see 2 US servers. Did the level queue shorten up at least? Yeah, not too shabby at all, Hart. I mean, I've never had any kind of wait or anything, and the servers are relatively full, so... Oh, the PvP queue? I'm not sure. I haven't really done PvP in this game since I've been back. Norman Reedus. Yes, there he is. I like Norman. Okay, we need 3 of whatever these things are that we need to search. Tell you what, let's just try and... let's pull everyone. Everyone gets a blaster shot to the face. Okay, Mandos are dead. Norman? Well, I guess that's the same... Craig, I can understand the thing about Lovecraft. Just because a lot of people consider the Saw films to be horror films, and I don't. And they're always going to be thrown into the horror genre. And I've said before, multiple times during the Dead by Daylight streams, that I'm a huge fan of the first Saw movie, and then less so for the others. But that can really... that's pretty much the same with most horror franchise films. Saw films or gore films. Well, the first one was good because it had kind of a point. And to be fair, the Saw films, if you pay attention to them, they do have a continuity to it, but at the end of the day, it seemed like it was getting further and further from what the original concept was. And I honestly think, to tell you the truth, the primary reason that the Saw movies, or the first Saw, became as popular as it was, I attribute to Cary Elwes, who played Gordon, the doctor, who had to, you know, spoilers, saw off his own leg, because I think there was something in my generation, in like the 30-something generation, and beyond, and above and beyond that, or above and below that, that when we heard that Wesley from The Princess Bride was in a horror film, there was kind of a curiosity there, because you wanted to see if Wesley was going to get out of it, because he got out of the machine. Well, no, actually the machine killed him. Bad example. So I guess we wanted to see if he was going to have a better record against torture implements this go around in this film. But after that, I don't think they really got anyone that I cared about, because I feel that in terms of those kind of films, you need to make the protagonists at least somewhat likable or relatable. Otherwise, all you're doing is just you're cheering for the gory deaths and not really caring about the story necessarily. The story gets into the way of the gore. We need a new Cube movie. Yeah, why not? Speaking of that, there is a game that's going to be coming out soon. We're all paying attention to it. We're watching it, me and Z and some other people. Half Dead 2 is going to be coming out. Half Dead was a very cheap yet very fun survival game based off Cube, where every room in this giant cube-shaped maze with each room had death traps in it, and you have to throw your shoe to see, and you only had 2 shoes. But they're coming out with a sequel, and apparently it's even going to be more in-depth than the last one, so we're looking forward to it. Messed me up as a kid. Yeah, something else other than DVD. Well, I think what it is, I think Z could definitely play like Time Spinner in a Metroidvania or an RPG or something like that, but due to the fact that she's streaming and she has so many people like talking to her, I don't think she can really focus on it all that much. Okay, we're gonna drop Take a little chin music. Got to make sure to heal up because we do not want to die. Vosseros let me know in the comments to the YouTube replay that we have 3 lives left to go out of Mesmyrrh's original 9. So we need to be careful and frugal. Alright, cell block 9 3/4. Or 9 2/3.
You won't die.
So when you hit 9, stream over. I definitely would use that as an excuse, yes. Because I'm getting very MMO'd out. Is that the weapon cache? Yes, it is. Not on Warcraft necessarily, but for Tor, yeah. I'm looking forward to ending Mesmyrrh's adventures, but we do want to see it all the way to the end of at least the main story. Elite Watchman Blaster. What does that look like? I've seen worse. And now we gotta open Ivory Cell. I think, and I said this before in a previous stream, the biggest mistake that we made in this playthrough was playing a character with stealth first. Because I just got so used to skipping all the nonsense that now it feels like I'm going through molasses. You have what, 3 attacks? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no more than like a mage in Warcraft, to tell you the truth. Coming back for 1 second to say if there's an opportunity, be a jerk. I'm writing a fanfic because I lost. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Well, considering the type of fanfic, it could have been a lot worse. Tonina Munitions Corp Neo Leather.
Pretty sure you won't die.
Took a bit to come up with the plot. Dear Diary, jackpot. So Heather, if you're still in chat, are you in a pretty area of New Mexico, or are you in the part that we're familiar with? Welcome back, Raven. Okay, we got a Scourge Assassin. Oh, same old. Yet moving soon. Oh. Congratulations on yet another daring escape. Anywhere nicer? Prayers have been answered? Yeah, I bet. And Ivory's not here, which means we were probably about to get locked in a cell. A year early?
Saw that the door was opened. Your man Ivory, is he there? You reach him in time?
In time for what?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Balsavis.
Oh, our first flirt option today, guys.
Let me hear you say it. I'm sorry, Captain. I should have been nicer to you.
Some things I don't do, even for the Republic.
You'll come around.
Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
Ask me nicely. Pretty pleased with sugar on top.
If it works, because I need you, Captain. I've got no one else. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where he might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
Will do. Well, that's great that you're able to get out of there early. Dallas, I wasn't a fan of the traffic, but I don't think anyone is. Like, no one really moves to Dallas for the traffic, but there's so much fun that you can have there. So many great things. So, I'm happy for you, for sure.
Pretty sure you won't die.
I know. I hear the congestion is beautiful this time of year. I say that during cold and flu season. What is... oh. Is this like an elevator or a way out? Ah. So Ivory escaped without taking Ivory's things. Shoot it. That's how you deal with all of your problems, Mesmyrrh. Shit. Singe the fur.
Why can't things be easy just once?
Because things don't go smooth. Oh, you survived. Aha! The Cardinal Secret Snack Chamber.
Hang tight. I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
You're impressed. I can hear it. You got a thing for bad boys.
Too bad you're one of the good guys now. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.
Oh, she said to call her. That's cool. Heather, have you ever taken... I would assume Evan is already gone, and I'm sure you've gone too, but has your little one been to medieval times? Yeah, Craig wants everyone to move to San Antonio. It's very pretty. If I had to move to a city, like right now off the top of my head, like it was just like, you've got to bail, you got to go somewhere, I would go to San Antonio. Galveston. Galveston. I don't like the beach. Especially with my hair. My hair will get so frizzy I'll look like Danny from Game Grumps. Your littles know, but Noah had his 10th at medieval times. Awesome. And then there's Six Flags and children's museums, and there's a lot. So much room for activities because there's actually activities. Alright, time to head back to the yard. And then we're going to head back to the Republic fleet and get our gear upgraded. And that should see us through to the rest of the playthrough. As if that's a bad thing. I'd kill to look like Danny. Yeah, having super frizzy hair isn't exactly a nice thing. New Braunfels? Ah, New Braunfels. Slitterbahn. And all the places to eat and the German culture. Did I hear you say you had something to mention about a stream tomorrow? Yes, I do, Raven. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be starting a new series. I think this may be a one-off stream, but I'm going to be playing Castlevania Simon's Destiny, which is an amazing Castlevania mod of Doom with Castlevania music and monsters, and it's a full game. I think the stream will last probably 2 to 3 hours, and it's got some incredible music as well, so I would invite everyone to tune in tomorrow for that, because I think it's going to be lots of good times. Vampire slaying fun for one and all. I miss mountains so much. I want to move to North Arizona, but I'll have to wait for timing. Right.
I've got your motivator coils. Are your droids ready?
They're as ready as they can be. I should just be able to drop in the coils and they'll be running. We're not out of the woods, but at least with the droids to help out, we've got a fighting chance. Glad you made it back.
It's all a part of the service.
It was a huge deal for my men. Maybe we'll even survive this riot.
Because a riot is an ugly thing. Okay, 94, that's another upgrade.
Can you breathe?
I do miss the mountains as well. I've seriously considered many times moving back to Maria Doso, but it's just so expensive to live there now compared to how it was, since it's kind of turned into mini Aspen, which is a shame. I've considered that. I've considered Albuquerque. Just a lot of options. But I don't think I'll be moving anytime soon, just because this house is paid off and I have roommates and enjoy my... I enjoy what I'm doing for a living, too. That's a big help.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it, and with all the rifles, no less. I appreciate you keeping the body count to a minimum. The last thing we need is to provoke the rioters even further. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
Any other weapons I should be worried about the prisoners getting their hands on?
Just the usual assortment of blasters and vibroblades. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Nyranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
Not the voice I
It goes
expect
on from there, but
him.
you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
The thing about it, though, he has a point. You let these kids be born in the prison system and you didn't give them a chance, so now... Sorry.
Sounds like he has every reason to be upset.
Don't buy into the whole hero of the people routine. He's injected just enough truth into his rants to rally his followers. Nyranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
H-Town has pretty much pushed us out with high rent and terrible real estate. Yeah, it's ludicrous how much people are paying for rent here in these areas that don't have anything to warrant those high prices. It's insane. You're from Maryland but can't afford it there, but hope to move back east. Looking at North Carolina. Oh.
Why are Imperials fraternizing with convicts?
The Empire's been egging them on in hopes of escalating the riots. May get more than they bargained for. Nyranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the condemned. We take them out, we end this riot.
One of these
Get
days...
to their hideout. If Nyranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
Got it. Don't even need to write it down.
Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
One of these days, I may try to take you, Liquid, and Z up to the cabin my great-grandparents built on Lake Burton, up in the mountains away from everything, yet still a data connection for phones. Hallelujah! That'd be cool. I don't think I've ever... I've been to Oklahoma, I've been to Texas, I've been to Arizona, of New Mexico, of course, Texas, Nevada, California, but I've never been like east. As I get killed by the elevator, east of Texas, other than Florida. So that would definitely be an interesting journey. Oh, alright, we got another person offering a quest here.
Hawkins, take Rawat and check the North Tower. If the prisoners have it, let me know and I'll send reinforcements.
Oh, in Colorado.
Hope you're a quick shot with that blaster. The prisoners are killing everyone out there. Worse, I've got civilians hiding in the prisoner intake yard. If the convicts find them, it'll be a massacre.
Doesn't sound like a safe place to hide.
When the riot started, it was the best we could do. I moved the guards' families there for protection. We're moving them off-world as soon as possible. I managed to scare up an armored transport. Problem is, there's an army of bloodthirsty convicts between the transport and the guards' families.
What's my role in all this?
It's not going to be pretty. I wish I could tell you otherwise. I need you to clear a path for the transport so it can get to those civvies. The prisoners are going to throw everything they've got at you. Honestly, I wouldn't send a womp rat on this suicide run, but I'm out of options. Can you do it?
I like my odds more than the Womp Rats. I'll take care of this.
Thanks. With you on the job, I can concentrate on bringing other areas under control. You'll need to clear a path from there to the prisoner intake yard. That should buy enough time to get the civilians.
Okie dokie. And that is all condemned caverns, aiding and abetting. Well, it looks like we need to head to these caves, so... Down... Oh, actually, we can take a flight point and get a little bit closer without having going through all that nonsense. Wow, Raven, 23 states. That is an impressive number, man. I've always been a sucker for the Southwest, though.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
I travel... No, not necessarily. I go to cons. I just travel for conventions. So... Thank you for that lurk, Kath. There are cookies that Delta hands out. Found them at Costco. I am going to be flying to Florida in March on American Airlines. And I am a bit worried about that because I'm using a sub-airline in this area for American Airlines called American Eagle. And I flew American Eagle like a long time ago, when I first went to Florida with my family. I don't even remember how young I was a wee one back then, but I remember very vividly that the American Eagle planes had propellers and the cockpits were separate from the crew cabin. So that always gives me a bit of pause. I hope standards have gone up, or technology. The company has adapted to new technologies. So it's like, at least until we get to Houston and board an actual American Airlines plane. I say I've normally always flown Southwest, but it was apparently cheaper flights this go around for the hospital to send me on American Airlines, so of course American Airlines it was. And you also have Thin Mints. I ate an entire box of Thin Mints yesterday. I am sorry, not sorry. You check your reservation, should tell you what type of plane. I actually might check on that. I don't have a fear of flying or anything, thank the Lord, but I've just always remembered the propellers on the plane. Okay, so we went the wrong direction. We got a big wall ahead of us in our objective. Most of the regionals now have smaller jet planes. That's good to know. The thing about it is that I think our airport services big planes for Southwest and I think maybe Continental, or not Continental. I think primarily Southwest. But they do offer smaller planes for those flights. Your ex worked in aviation? Ah. See, one of the more interesting things, like, my former wife and I, when we went on our honeymoon, we flew to San Antonio. The tickets were given as a wedding gift, and it was fascinating to me because we're a 4.5 hour drive from here to San Antonio. So we figured, okay, we're just going to board the plane and go to San Antonio and we'll be fine. That actually didn't happen. All the planes that leave our airport connect in Dallas and then go to their destination. So instead of, like, if we're right here and just taking a straight shot to San Antonio, we go all the way across the state to Dallas, which is about a 5-hour drive, and then board another plane that takes us down to... So it took as much time with the boarding and unboarding and the takeoff process and all that kind of stuff. It took just as much time to fly to San Antonio as it was just to drive, which was fascinating to me. At least the EMB with the Rolls-Royce engine like United on the EMB 145. I forgot, Heather, you have flown many times. I am speaking with experts here. Okay, we are in the condemned caverns. You learned a great deal in the time. Oh, well, that definitely... For American? Cool. I'm just hoping that the government isn't shut down around that time, because I do not want to deal with super long TSA lines. That will just make me a sad panda. Okay, incapacitate, escape, oh, whoops. We have been killing them indiscriminately. Defeat tactical coordinators and search for clues. Can't stand those prop planes, especially up east. Yeah, there's just something about them that you're kind of like, live in the now. Only flight Delta. I've only been on one when I went to Montana. Oh, make that 24 states. They had to choose which side you sat on. That's crazy. Kind of strange in those small towns having to kind of deal with that kind of stuff right off the bat. So, alright, let's go ahead and... I think we've got everything that we need here. Oh, we need to search for clues. We gotta Scooby-Doo it. Seeing gas station mini-marts larger than that airport? Yeah. You know, the one airport I've actually really wanted to go to is Denver's. Because I know Denver has 2 airports, but there's some... I was reading, like, there's something really weird about the artwork and the overall design of one of the airports in Denver that some people say is connected to, like, something occult or Illuminati or anything like that. I highly doubt that's the case, but... it is something I've been kind of curious to... You've never flown before and March will be your first time ever? It's fine, Ani. Like, who are you? Freaky paintings, yeah. Like, stuff you wouldn't expect in a airport that size. Do you know what airline you're flying with, Ani? Well, I could find clues, but they're all dead. And the possessed horse and the underground tunnels, totally worth checking out. See? That does nothing but pique my interest. I love visiting weird places like that. As one of the things, the first thing that I want to do if I ever go to New Orleans is go on one of those haunted tours kind of thing. American, yeah.
I heal you with Jedi power.
I'd suggest bringing a book or something, Ani. That hour and a half will go by pretty fast. From my experience, anyway. Still need to stay at the haunted hotel in Cloudcroft. Well, you would actually be fairly interested in where I work then, Heather, because I don't like really giving out the name of it or anything, but we had a murder happen at where I work, and it's a pretty infamous murder in the area, and a lot of people say that the building is haunted, which it's not, but we've had people trying to sell, or not trying to sell, but like trying to bring ghost hunting equipment in before they go look at the artwork and all that stuff. It's kind of amusing. You planned on finding your It novel and bringing it? Awesome. Okay, now we go across and use the computer terminal. Away with you. Have fun. Let me know sometime. For sure. Do you know when the moving day is actually? You said around April? Did I see the Ghost concert a few months back? No, I didn't. I am not a concert going person. I cannot stand crowds that big, especially even if they're people who are, you know, I have something in common with musically or interest-wise. Like my antisocialness has my tendencies have increased quite substantially from back in the day. So much so that I actually think between the two of us, Darren is the more sociable one. Well, you know how moving goes, hard to say. Must be gone by April. Okay, gotcha. Venue is worth seeing a show if you can't find the right one. Oh, hello there, Sith. Let's go ahead and fight a saber artist. Stay out of the stupid? Sounds like a good idea. There we go. I feel your anxiety as a mother. Cannabis COD has saved my life a few times. Yeah, I can imagine. Or CBD. I could imagine you, getting stoned and playing Call of Duty. Actually, I couldn't really imagine you doing that, Heather. That would be a sight to see.
Grawl, the leaders aren't here. And you're going to want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the condemned get here. That's one crisis averted. But you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
Hurry back as soon as you can. Grawl out.
Okay, return to Grawl's office. Drake's doing okay. He had some health issues he was having to deal with. He had hernias on top of hernias. But from when I've talked to him, he seems to be doing all right. And we can't quick travel in the cave for whatever reason. A lot of vape shops around here are selling CBD oil now. Helps with my knee. I'll tell you what, it's going to get to that point that all of that stuff's going to be free and clear, and then everyone's going to look back at the past and realize all of those people were on the wrong side of history and caused a lot of unnecessary pain and aggravation. for something that they didn't really understand or care to understand. Having to wean off THC for now to get a job and and move, yeah. Texas will be one of the last holdouts. Until the powers that be can make money off of it. Or find a way to not necessarily make money off of it for the state, but line their own personal pockets. When that happens, then you'll see it. You'll see it, but I think Texas will be one of the last holdouts. Texas and Utah. Shh, bum's the word, Ani. Okay, can I quick travel now? Oh man. Well, considering the fact that we still have not left our starting area, Belsavis is going to be a bit of a crawl, I'm thinking, guys. Imagine that. I'm a caring parent, Ani. At least I try to be. Okay, let's fight off an invasion. Elevator go down the hole. Except when I kill you in DBD, yes. I had so much fun playing Clown yesterday. Oh my god. It was, I was rewatching the stream highlights, and that made my weekend. Okay, Heather, it was awesome talking to you. You take care. Tell Evan I said hello. Hope all is well in his world as well. If I didn't say well enough times there.
I wield you with Jedi power.
Hey, Juan, welcome. Good to see you. Okay, so where do I need to go? Yes, this way. So for those of you curious, that was Heather, who was a lady that I did theater with back in my hometown when I majored in theater in college, and is probably one of the most talented actresses I've ever met in my life, and an overall good egg. So that was really cool. I hadn't talked to her in ages. No, Kelsa! Is she inhibited or is she dead?
It's too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer.
Nonsense. She has full health. I refuse to hear this nonsense from you.
It's too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Nyranos.
Are you still in one piece?
Don't worry about me. I'll live. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
Okie dokie. Prison Command Center, yes, yes, yes. Kame. Confront Nyranos. Let's go ahead and get our buff activated. Out of range, move closer. Oh, it's not actually letting me... That's strange. Well, anyway.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Nyranos? Company.
Your infamy precedes you, Captain. Tales of your exploits have breached even these walls.
Hello there.
I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
What's your game, Nyranos?
I seek only justice. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Nyranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Nyranos, you can die with the rest.
Holy crap. Well, that escalated quickly.
I wield you with Jedi power.
Okay, well, Imperial agents aren't what they used to be. Guy sounds like Nathan Fillion. The guy that we killed was actually voiced by Steve Bloom. I'd know that voice anywhere. Oh, hello. How silly of me. Now you've got some splaining to do.
My own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
You've already lost. You don't have anything to barter with.
You may have killed the Imperials, but my Confederates are still out there, armed and eager to fight. I'd prefer we avoided further bloodshed. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity.
Activate the prison self-destruct sequence.
Attention, my fellow condemned. This is Nyranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
Graal, you're kind of ruining this whole peaceful resolution thing.
You're not gonna listen to that madman, are you? How could you just forget everything he's done?
Easy.
Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
Yeah, my English teacher put my class in groups for projects. I'm disappointed because this girl I like isn't in the same group as me, but there's always next time. Yeah, always next time, Juan.
Niranos is willing to forget the past, Grawl. It's time you did the same. Do the right thing and help him settle his people.
Yes, you're right. This has gone too far. You'll have your freedom, Niranos. You're going to work for it. I expect you and your people to help us restore order here.
Agreed. And thank you for seeing reason. We will not forget this.
Guess that wraps things up.
Looks like it. Don't know what we would have done without you. The sector is more or less secure now, but a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
Here's hoping. And a little bit of an upgrade. Where did it go? 88. 94. There we are. Shiny. Well, Gus, thank you very much for hanging out, but I think we are going to...
Did I do something wrong?
No.
Missed me?
You did good, Gus. My university skill of banging out 1,000 B+ essay in an hour persists. Still got it. Back, that was your brother? Ah. Okay, where did you go, Risha? There you are. I have gifts to give you. Fake identity documents.
You know what I like.
I do. He's the good older brother and checks up on... Aw. I wonder how different my life would be had I had multiple brothers, or if me and my brother were born closer together in age. Because my older brother is 9 years older than I am. Okay.
Welcome. Got a full stock and permission to sell.
Repair, sell all the junk. And nonsense. Luxury would probably go a long way. Oh, whoa. Buy back. Targeters. We need to see... That's the Unleashed Targeters package, which is fine. Don't know what the armor set looks like here on this planet, so we need to keep our eyes out for it. My older brother would smack my hand when I didn't have them on the steering wheel. How far are you with Risha? We're at like level 14, but I think... ooh, that's a big gun. I think we may have out-leveled her. I think.
Come back in one piece.
Wow. Never thought I'd have one of these.
You're welcome. Now then, we need to speak to the transport driver. For evacuation, because we got to save the guard families. My brother's the oldest, I'm the youngest, and there's 7 years and 3 sisters. The thing about it, when I say that I'm an 80s and 90s kid, and some people are like, no, you can't be an 80s and 90s kid. The reason why is because my brother, being 9 years older, he was born in 74. I was born in 83. And he had, when he grew up and he got old enough for the toys, he had like the die-cast Voltron and Castle Grayskull and all the He-Man stuff and G.I. Joes. And when I got older, basically all of his, as he outgrew them, all of his toys went to me. And all those late 70s and early 80s cartoon shows were on syndication when I was growing up. So I got to experience all of that, the stuff my brother did, as well as, you know, the Ninja Turtles when they were just starting to become popular and everything. So I had an 80s and 90s kind of upbringing in terms of pop culture. And
I thought they were going to rip the transport apart. Clear a path to the intake yard. I'll follow you.
And living kind of in a small isolated area, didn't have a whole lot of friends, so TV helped raise me. TV and video games gave me stuff to do. And it's just one of those things.
Scratch one loser.
Oh, whippersnapper. Are we going to see the Southern Samurai? No, I think the Southern Samurai is probably dead by this point. Which is a shame. He was one of my favorite... I think he was one of my favorite characters in the Imperial Agent playthrough, for sure. It's a shame, because he is what I wish Corso would be. Alright, we need to kill 3 more, and here's the 3. Because probably the exact same time that Mesmyrrh's running around doing his thing is when Threll's organizing all the prison breaks and such, so... Anytime that Mesmyr's like, alright, we got this taken care of, and then they're like, oh my god, all these prisoners just broke out! That's probably the aftermath of what Threll did.
Thanks, a lot. That'll make my job easier. You should go, now.
Okie dokie. Now we can leave. And go to our next location. And where's the fly? There we go.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
So after we take care of Belsavis here, we've got Voss, which I doubt that Mesmyr's going to acquire himself a Voss wife, and then Corellia, and we can wrap things up. Unless I die 3 more times. Because we are on our 6th life. I think. No, we've died 6 times. We are on our 7th. Technically our 7th life. And that's for a dungeon. No thank you. If I die 3 more times and end the series, that would be amazing. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing, if that happens. Some people who don't get that context are going to like go on you watch it on YouTube and be like, oh, you're kidding me. Senator Tudos and Colonel Hauer.
Colonel Hoyer, Warden Grawl told me you could use a hand here.
That's right, heard you put down a riot in his neck of the woods. Heck of a feat.
Certainly piqued my interest. Senator Tudos, chairman of the Penal Oversight Committee, delighted to finally meet you. And later we could talk about shifting some sensitive cargo to my estates on Coruscant.
Senator, focus.
Right. Things have spiraled out of control here. Thousands of prisoners on the loose. Segregation thrown out the door. A veritable frenzy of interspecies violence.
Can you define that term, please, Senator?
You keep the prisoners segregated? What for?
These criminal types are notoriously intolerant of other species. The genocide we've seen here only proves it. Our biggest concern is a tribe of Ratataki called
the Blood of Talith. Bunch of raving fanatics bent on slaughtering every other species.
They are ambitious, crafty. Recently took to ambushing warden droids and stripping away their power cores.
Intel suggests they're compiling the stolen power cores into one massive bomb. Probably mean to blast their way out of here.
Pretty resourceful for a bunch of murderous lunatics.
They're organized, I'll give them that. If the Ratataki break free, they'll kill anyone they find. Guards, prisoners.
Not to mention senators. You've got to disable that bomb and contain this madness.
Alright, just give me the details.
It'd probably be best to keep the Ratataki from acquiring any more power cores. If you can retrieve some of the power cores they stole, we should be able to modify the warden droids to prevent future tampering.
Dismantling that bomb comes first, though. There should be a security terminal somewhere in the area. Report in when you've defused the bomb.
As long as we don't have to hear your voice, man. Ooh. The domination experiments. You think you burned yourself cleaning the toaster oven at work again? Honey. Can you please keep your self-mutilation to a minimum? You think you can do that for me?
You been hearing those reports from the deep prison?
Face it, the Ratataki have this one in the bag.
Okay,
Here
now
they're
what are
calling
we
for reinforcements. Could be we get pulled to the front lines.
Great. That's all I need.
It's not like I mean to. No, she needs to have the medallion from Raiders of the Lost Ark burned onto her hand. Ouch. I don't want anything burnt on my arm. Well, now you're just being difficult. Body mod is extremely woke and fit, as the kids say. Wow, Kath. Hello there, fellow cool kids. Alright, Fang of Talith. Interesting. Might have to go say hello to said Fang.
You picked on the wrong girl.
Kath's like, I will infiltrate the young tribe and learn their ways. And there's another one. Okay, overwhelmed prison guard. What do we got to do now? Oh, have to take out this fang. And look at you, Kath, being a nurturing daikini. Okay, time for some sabotage. Who are you? There's a weak way behind the...
Senator, I've disarmed the bomb.
Hi.
The Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Excellent. A crisis contained is a crisis controlled. I'll inform Colonel Howard at once.
Weak way. The Ratataki. Are they gone? Is it safe? I didn't think anyone could stand against the blood of Talith.
What's that? Is someone else there?
Who? You! You're the one behind all this. You and your blasted war games. Ooh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up and start over.
I'm sure he can tell you more than I, assuming he doesn't lie about it.
That's enough. I am a member of the Republic's Senate. I don't answer to the likes of you. Colonel Howard and I were overseeing a military exercise of sorts. Project Noble Focus. We tested prisoners of varying species against one another and analyzed the results. All entirely consensual.
Lies. They promised us our freedom if we participated, but it never ended. All we got was more killing, more bloodshed.
And here I thought all the scum around here were behind bars.
Everything I did for the good of the Republic. Surely a few prisoners' lives don't outweigh that.
The Ratataki were the first to escape, led by that animal, Sulkaz. They prepared, waited for the Imperials to free the rest of us. We were out of our cells, but we couldn't leave the wing, and the Ratataki knew it. They've been massacring us ever since.
How have you survived the Ratataki all this time?
I hid. After they killed my fellows, I tried tunneling. The Senator's war games have consumed the Ratataki completely. They won't stop until they've killed everyone. They'll tear me to pieces if I stay, but there's no escape. Sulkaz has followers not just in this cell block, but everywhere. Help me.
Don't waste your time with filth like him. He made his bed, now he can lie in it.
You shut up.
You'll be safe in the minimum security wing. I can tell you how to get there.
I didn't expect to find any decency in this accursed place.
If you're
Thank you.
done fraternizing with prisoners, we can use you back at the base. There are new developments.
Yeah, you're a scum lord.
Colonel Howard can fill you in when you get here. We'll talk more then.
I can't wait to shoot you if the opportunity presents itself. I respawns. That's not nice. Time to run. Hello. I give up. Got a bad vibe from his mustache. I figured one. That's your superpower. This is me surrendering and not at all just reloading my weapons. Heavens no.
Face the Ratataki have this one in the bag.
See, Risha made it.
They could still turn on each other.
Not while they're still.
I had no doubt. Probably grab more firewood before the snow starts. Yeah. That sucks, you still have to go through that, Kath. By the way, after the stream is over, guys, we are going to be raiding, so stay tuned for that, just so we can give a little morale boost to someone else. Currently doing the streams.
Senator Tudos told me you defused the bomb. Not a moment too soon. And I see you brought back the stolen power cores. I'll have our engineers start modifying the Warden droids immediately.
The Ratataki still have the run of the wing, but at least we've contained them. For now.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Project Noble Focus.
There'll be time enough for that once the Ratataki have been dealt with. Focus on the crisis at hand for now.
He's going to try and take us out.
Our satellites have picked up a large number of Ratataki in the Nemoidian compound. Up to their usual antics.
Here I was, hoping it was just a social call.
The satellite images we've seen are pretty grisly. Far as we can tell, they're butchering the Nemoidians.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Don't the Ratataki ever sleep?
Apparently not. It's been a steady stream of mayhem since they escaped. We've confirmed that Sulkaz, the Blood of Talath's ringleader, is personally overseeing this latest massacre.
He's everything you could want in a fanatical leader. Loud, ruthless, and utterly demented.
Eliminating Sulkaz will take the fight out of the Ratataki. Show them who's in charge. You've got to get down there and stop him.
When I get back, we're gonna have a little chat about this project of yours.
Fine, fine, just get it done.
Expect a bloody fight. Sulkaz rarely does anything without someone dying.
Make sure it's not you.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie. And, oh. Yet another quest giver has revealed themselves. Major Cameron. Unhinged. Do I look unhinged to you? Not like I'm the first commander to see his men butchered by some drooling lunatics. Can't blame crazies for acting crazy. As for those motherless Imperials who freed them, of course I want to blow them up. They're the enemy. Aww. Kath, $8 donation to Extra Life. Thank you so much for that. Let me go ahead and update the total. That puts us to $560. Awesome. Thank you so much. Total balance returns to the Force.
You may be right about that.
Too bad Command doesn't think I'm fit for combat. Afraid I'll do something crazy. What I'm proposing is simple, effective, and completely impersonal. Empire's commandeered a nearby power station. I want to bury them in it. Got enough detonite here to reduce the main generator to a stain. Just need someone mentally sound to set the charges.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to play along.
It's perfectly legitimate op. Promise. You'll have to blast through the station's outer walls and destroy the security consoles before you can access the main generator. From there, it's just a matter of rigging the generator, getting clear, and enjoying the show. Good luck to you.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Thanks, Risha. Okie dokie. We got War Games, Nemoidian Rescue. We've got to plant the charges. Got an interrogation. Got a lot to do here. In about 20 minutes left of the stream. Let's get to it. We will start by going all the way over here and planting the charges first. Also gives me time to look at the cartel market and see if there's anything interesting. Nope. Don't get me wrong, considering the fact that we haven't really bought anything for Mez other than his blasters, part of me is seriously considering just saving our cartel coins and buying a whole bunch of really nice stuff for Threll's apartment. That's what he's been doing in his spare time. He's just accumulating furniture. Okay, well, here we are. Nice Imperial base where all the guns are pointed up, which is probably good for us. If I do a decorating stream, I'll probably do it like some Saturday when I'm bored. See what we can do. Okay, is this our pathway in? Yepers. Careful. Careful. Try to avoid all the stupid. We have not avoided the stupid. Gonna try our best to sit. Ani! A $10 donation to Extra Life. Look at you! Thank you so much, and that puts us to $570 to help out kids in need. Man, it's been a good night so far. Rebellion? You can't make us just donate on Fridays? That's an amazing rebellion. More rebellion like that, please. Me and Ani are re-Imperials. Don't abide by your rules. I do what I want. Thank you both. Appreciate that. And after I played clown. Speaking of that real quick, I do have something to confess. Apparently, I did a really creepy Pennywise voice. I've never seen it. I didn't go see it, so I don't know what I didn't know what Pennywise actually sounded like until I looked up some clips and heard his voice, and I was just like, "Oh, well, that's funny." It's called Forgiveness, and I plan on trying to get you back at some point while I'm in Texas. No? I've never seen it. I had no idea what he sounded like until I listened to some clips today at work, actually. How, Skarsgård, or however you pronounce his name, how he did the voice. Okay, prison lookout. Time for interrogation. You hate clowns and that's number 1 on your list, Raven? Oh.
Walls cannot hold me. I will join him. He calls me.
You're not Khalil.
Are you his? Do you come to cut these chains?
Yeah, I'm his. That's right. Where are we supposed to go again?
The cells. Are they empty? Is the team complete? He said after there is a door, an escape, a stairway to the stars.
This is a restricted area. Step away from the prisoner.
Okay, Samwise Gamgee, I can explain.
Marshal Kavarat sent me to interrogate her.
You were right. Positive ID on the captain. Experiment Chamber 21.
Whoa.
I'll hold him.
Why do I get the feeling he's not on our side?
Whoa, why are you cloaking? Why is everything trying to kill me? Don't! Thank you, officer. Do you think Rogan would let you interfere again?
Join the party. You're just in time for cake.
Rogan has counted the years until he meets again with Ivory. It's his reward for all he's done. And he will not let you stop him. That was the... Okay, well...
It's not as bad as it looks.
No, it's pretty bad. Okay. Biggin is down. Hey, Z! How you doing? We got about 15 minutes left in the stream. Morning. List of cell numbers held by Officer Legate. It may have more meaning to Marshal Kavarat. Anything else in here? Nope.
Shiraja wouldn't talk, but I've got a list of what looks like cell blocks and numbers from one of Rogan's allies.
Send me a transmission. I'll run a cross-check on the locations. Did you find anything else?
How could someone like Rogan sneak an assassin onto Belsavis?
He wouldn't be the first. Since the breakout, I've suspected there's a few bad eggs. I'll look into it.
My father always said a bitter cop is your best ally.
Alright, I'm getting the results. Looks like your list is just the cells Ivory's collaborators already cracked. Wait, no. There's one that's still unbreached. Maximum Security Ward Cell Block 2018.
I love a girl who knows her way around a prison.
I can see how that'd be handy for someone like you. I'd get over there fast. You don't want Ivory getting his hands on this guy. Gendai, Force user, spice addict. Records say he killed Jedi during his arrest. See if you can get to him before Ivory does. Find out how he ties into the plan. And call me when you're done.
A Gendai, spice-addicted Force user. It's kind of like the dark side of your Drunken Master template there, Kath. Alright, we'll drop down here. Thread all the needles, and we'll at least try to get this zone of Belsavis done.
You're gonna live.
Thank you for that, Sniperisha. I appreciate that. And what do we need? We need to rescue Nemoidians. Yes, otherwise they are going to die. As you know, our blockade is perfectly legal. I always overeat Thin Mints to the point that I don't like them anymore. Like, I always eat myself sick. I'm more of a fan of Thanks-a-lots. Like, oh, they will last me a while. Yes, because Raven knows moderation, while Wretch does not, in terms of cookies. Okay, here's an Nemoidian prisoner. Let's go ahead and kill... You so want some Moas now. Coconut on cookies, pineapple on pizza. Ugh. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Okie doke. Hello? I'm looking for offensive racial stereotype aliens. Oh, here's one.
This is your last mistake.
Three more. Quickly. That's another one. Got one more and we're in good shape. Oh, can't do that in combat. Well, fine. The Moidians have been rescued. I've done my good deed for the day. Other than that, I forgot the name of Grievous's race, who I saved from getting killed from the large assistant warden. Oh crap. Okay, we almost went the wrong way again. It's alright. We've got time.
Already gone.
We are avoiding the wildlife, hoping that it does not kill us, though it probably will come close. Are we good? Yep, we're good. We may not be good here soon, though. Oh, crap. Just run. Just run. I'm on fire. Oh, I can't summon. Whew, that was close. That was a close one. The cookies with the lemon cream inside are delicious. Okay, we are healed up.
Missed me?
And let's do this. Republic Detention Compound. Speak to Sulkaz.
Oh, that stench. Almost as bad as the Nemoidians. And your face. Disgusting. I will cut it off.
I'm shaking in my boots. Promise.
You laugh now. You will scream later. Your body will be discarded with the rest of the Nemoidian filth. Your head, I keep. And the lizards, they shall eat well tonight.
Sounded like George C. Scott. Alrighty.
Let me.
Now, let's give you your proper attention. And down you go. The argument is airtight. War games. All is good. All is well. Return to the Major. Return to the Colonel. Can't decide if you want to play games or work on art. Your sleep schedule is so screwed up now, isn't it, Z? Bless your heart. Alright, let's talk to our psychotic Nautilin friend here.
The power station's been taken offline.
Yeah? How many Imperials were caught in the explosion? 10? 20? 100? No, it doesn't matter. Mission's over. What's done is done. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to drown myself in some good Carillion ale. Okay. Now we head up here, see what they think. And we are good. At least here.
It's done. Zulkaz fell in battle.
There, you see, Grawl? Problem solved.
You created that murdering slime, Senator. As far as I'm concerned, you're the problem.
You remember the Warden? Afraid he doesn't much care for our little project.
Your little project jeopardized the entire prison and violated countless ethics laws. You should be put away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I thought the project was classified. How'd you find out about it?
A few prisoners escaped and found their way here. We're scared half to death, rambling on about secret experiments and war games.
Spare me the show. The Republic has poured countless resources into containing these degenerates. It's high time we got something in return.
And we have. Project Noble Focus has given us a world of insight into the different species' strengths and limitations. Just think. Entire campaigns planned with each species' capabilities in mind, our wartime efficiency will skyrocket.
Your project drove the Ratataki to murder. That should tell you something.
Yeah, the Ratataki are some tough customers. Lesson learned. Whatever your feelings, this project, and our involvement in it, needs to remain classified.
Think of the backlash if this gets out. Every planet in the Republic will be up in arms.
Oh no.
Entire systems could secede over this. Surely a few dead convicts aren't worth all that.
This is kind of like the problem at the end of Serenity.
Don't use the Republic to cover up your part in this. You broke the law.
Which I would never do.
That's right. It might get ugly, but the Republic needs to hear about this. I expect to see you back here real soon, Senator.
We'll see.
That settles that. Now to bigger concerns. We've got trouble in the maximum security wing. General Skyless says some unidentified species is tearing through his men. Deep prison is where the true horrors of Belsavis lie. If Skyless can't stop them, all this will have been for nothing. Help him.
And we get ourselves a new headpiece.
You're gonna live.
Equip that. And now we have all of our quests in the maximum security section, guys. So, at the beginning of the next stream, we will go ahead and head that direction. We're halfway done. I was curious how fast the progress was going to be from Belsavis, but if it continues like this, we should be done by the end of the next stream, hopefully, and then moving on to the next planet. Scorpio's successor, Ares, is on the case. But want to thank you guys very much for hanging out, all the people in chat, especially for the extra life donations from both Kath and Ani, which were outstanding. Thank you all so much. And yeah, please stay tuned because we're about to go raid another channel. But if you have not followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream Monday through Friday unless real life or something else gets in the way. And if you were watching this on the replay on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.